Life could have been worse.
Why?
Music is spiritual in that way. Play with it, you die young. Rejection, betrayal, sabotage. Time I spent 2 years going to the studio, I didn't record a single song.
How hard has it been?
It's through the grace of God that I made it. I'm here sitting with you.
What did it feel like when you were on that stage?
If you're not comfortable on that sport, leave that sport and let someone who can heal that sport.
There's
no way to the water runs dry. Sometimes I feel like I was the one, the industry that people are saying we don't have and the infrastructure we don't have will never be there if the mindset is dead. What is everyone doing to better this that we say we do not have?
Hello, hi, Sabonani Undepi Uribo. How are you doing? And welcome to episode number 2 of season 4, the Zimbabwe special of With Nyasha Michelle. If you feel that, this girl is heightened when it comes to her excitement, why would I not be, man? Not only am I in the motherland, Zimbabwe, but also I'm going to be speaking to some of the greats that come from this country, from across different industries, actually. So just make sure you keep on watching and tune in every single time we are dropping a new episode. And my guest for today is literally, he lives everything that I've just said. And in fact, beyond that, because you and me are going to find out how he's gotten to where he is to be one of the most recognizable voices when it comes to the Zim music scene and also cultural scene, if you ask me, because he knows how to, have the slick hair and the good clothes too. But before we get into it and I tell you who is joining me today, I want to remind you, if you haven't, please subscribe to With Nyasha Michelle. Press that button if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening to me wherever you are, make sure you also follow and do not forget to share with everybody and also follow us on our socials. I am at Nyasha Michelle _ and then the podcast is with Nyasha Michelle. See, I'm a little bit excited. That's why I'm like going over my words, because what I want to do, which is what you're probably thinking, Nyasha, get into it. Who are you talking to? Who am I going to hear? Before I tell you, if I say to you, ability extinction, what does that mean to you? Who comes to mind? If you ask me, that is one of the best things a person, a talented person, a musician can do. Have a brand that sets them apart. I can only be talking about the one and only Nutty O. Hello.
Yes, Nyasha, you alright?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm alright.
Thank you so much for joining me.
It's an honor to be here too. Yeah.
It's an honor to be joined by you in your home turf.
It's always an honor. I've always wanted to sit down with you for a long time.
That's so nice. You said that to me the other day. I was shocked, I was surprised when you said that.
And I really wanted to do it in the UK.
Yeah.
So for me, it was kind of like a disappointment why I never got to sit down with you and spoke, because I've been watching and following your stuff too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I see what you've been doing, so yeah.
No, I really appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. It's very, very humbling. I can say the interview's done now. But no, it's not about me. It's about you. Yeah. When it comes to what you just said, don't forget, there's always, as long as God has allowed me to keep breathing, we're going back to the UK.
Definitely.
And with Nyasha Michelle is carrying on. And I have friends of the show. Yeah. So you're always welcome to come back whenever you're back in the UK. Yeah. But whilst we are here, let us really start. I'm very much looking forward to this because I want to get to know you beyond your music. I think you're very pioneering in what you've done. Your sound is very distinguishable. And also you have managed as well with your music to go beyond Zim music, Zim collaborations. Yeah. Essentially, you've gone global. Yeah. But before we get there, let me reel myself in a bit. I want to ask you a question that I ask everybody when they are in front of me. And that question is, what is one defining moment that sets you on the path that you're on today?
I think I would go back to the moment where I met Teddy Riley, Michael Jackson producer, the New Jack Swing, Abu Dhabi, Bob Marley commemoration. I was the only African kid on that stage. He identified me and came to me and told me that he would love to see me on stage when he's performing and would do a performance on one of his hit records. And we did that. I think that moment, after date, was a definitive moment. Sets me apart from whatever tease I would try, balance myself too. I always reflect to that moment because that was legendary.
Yeah.
And it only takes a legend to recognize, well, in the making.
Okay, I like that humility. I like that humility. Legend in the making.
Yeah.
What did it feel like when you were on that stage?
For me, it was, like I told you, it was fulfilling because when we're on this journey, we're also searching for answers. We're also searching for ourselves. It's also another process within the process of being alive on earth. While we're doing what we're doing, we're also searching for answers. We're searching for ourselves. You need to reach to a point where you fully understand and align with what the Creator sent you to be or to do on this earth. So for me, that was like, okay, I've been trying, and this happens, it means I'm on the right path.
Wow.
Whatever it is that I've been doing, whatever process I've engaged onto is working, because if Teddy Riley, the New Jack Swing, can just see me and say, yo, I love what you're doing, I have to be with you on stage, we need to do this. Confirmation. There's no validation that beats that. So to me, that was the moment that led to the mustard seed. After that moment, I came home and I told myself I was a seed. And I was going to grow into a flower, I was going to grow into a tree. And this is the process now I'm on to.
I love, like mustard seed. I will say, to date, that is my favorite album. I love my favorite song on there when I just need that oomph. Firstly, when I need a vibe, when I need the oomph, when I need, just to even connect with God, just, those positive affirmations. Handipere power. Handipere power, power.
Yeah.
Yo, when the beat just drops, I'm just like, But, I have to reel myself in. This is the second time I've said this. Because when Nyasha, when I talk to certain people and I already admire your craft. I already admire what you've done. I come to you with 1,001 questions, and then you now start telling me your story, and I have to kind of be like, okay, look, let me pace it, and let's not miss some of the key gems that you've mentioned, right? Yeah. So if we just go back to what you said earlier, that was a very interesting defining moment. It made you come back home and be like, that's where the idea of mustard seed came out of. And then also you mentioned something about throughout life, we're trying to figure out our purpose, what the maker put us here for. So tell me about your journey when it comes to finding out your purpose. How hard has it been? How easy has it been? What did you think, or who did you think you were going to be when you were a child? And how does that compare to who you are now?
Well, I was born a musician. That's facts. Grew up on this music, different type of genres. My mom, I was an R&B baby. I would say I was an R&B baby. My mom would make me listen to enough R&B. My dad would make me listen to reggae. I was singing for my mom until she could sleep. That story of my life. So I knew somehow the music, the musical aspect of things was around, though I wanted to be so many things, because it's a journey. Like I told you, you're trying to figure out who you really are. It's unfortunate some people even leave this earth, depart this earth without figuring out who they really are. Some find it quick, some find it along the way, some don't even. So it's a privilege for me, because whilst I was trying to be an accountant, I was trying to be a telecoms engineer, I was trying to be a psychologist, I was trying to be a lawyer, all of these things. Just one day I just sit down and I felt like, yo, when I sing at school, people love it. When I sing, when I speak music, it changes something, you know. And these are the things I could lose sleep for. And, you know, when that happens, you know for sure that at a certain stage in your life, when you're fully aligned, passion takes over. It doesn't matter what you have, what you're doing, passion takes over. And I decided, look, I'm still doing academics, but I'm a musician.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to pace it because I know exactly what I need to do. That's why you'd find me at the number one song when I was still doing my telecoms. You know, I would be schooling and my song is a number one, and I knew
What song was that?
Was a dancehall song. It was a song called War Zone.
Wow.
You know, those times, you know, Zimdancehall. Back in our Zimdancehall culture back then. Couple of songs. I had Kwanda Vakure. Kwanda Vakure, which went and played in the UK.
Yeah, because I think
BBC,
that's when I
DJ
first,
Edu.
Yeah, I think that's when I first got to know you.
Yeah,
as an artist.
Yeah,
yeah, and again, like one of the things that I think I liked about your music first was the lyrics, the messages behind your music. And of course, I've mentioned this already about like Master Seed and Handipere Power. But now let's tap into that. Like, how important are lyrics to you and what message are you trying to say? Because to me, you don't seem like just an artist. You seem like an artist who speaks things into being. Why is that important?
It's important because, you know, it's not just music. It's not just singing. Music is highly spiritual.
Yeah.
Music controls things that we don't even know. It controls music. So I feel like I was sent on earth as a vessel to usher different type of light through the medium of the music.
Yeah.
And when you sing, when you write lyrics down and you vocalize them, to me it's a prayer. Prayer is not kneeling down. You know, it's not kneeling down on your own and, you know, saying words and trying to converse with the Creator. No, prayer is what you do every day when you're fully aligned. Whatever it is that you do is prayer. So me, when I sing, it's prayer. And when I sing, I expect someone to resonate with those lyrics. And when they sing along too, they're actually praying for themselves and they're praying for me too. So that's how I see it. So I'm careful with these lyrics. I take time with these lyrics because once these lyrics are out, anything can happen to you or to others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So then what are your thoughts on some of the lyrics that other artists bring out or they say and they sing and they have a negative connotation to them or they're derogatory or essentially they're like a negative declaration of self? What are your thoughts on that? And do you sing to them? If let's say the beat is banging, like the song is hot, everything, how do you then do you still vibe to it, or are you like, nah, my principle goes beyond my music, it also goes into the music that I listen to and I vibe to?
Honestly speaking, I barely listen to things I don't want to experience.
A man of principle.
I don't want to listen to stuff I would not want to experience, or I would want my friends or my people to experience. Because look, this is a portal. Like I say, music is spiritual. Fela Kuti once said, if you play with music, you die young.
Wow.
That's true. That's true. Play with music, you die young.
Explain
Go look it
that
up.
to me. Help me
Yeah, because
understand.
music is spiritual. From the inception, if you go, they say the devil was a musician.
Yeah.
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 Music is spiritual. Music was used to heal. The Bible. Someone sang and the king would feel good.
David, yeah.
You get what I mean? The walls of Jericho. It's all sound. It's all sound. It's all sound. So that's what music does. So you cannot play with that too. You cannot be out here sending out negative vibes with the music and expect to live good. And you expect those things not to catch up with you directly or indirectly. Because what you send out comes back to you. So music is spiritual in that way. Play with it, you'll die young.
Wow.
Misuse that tool, it will come back to you quicker than you know, and it will temper with you. So like, it's a prayer. If I say undefeated power, I'm praying for myself.
Yeah.
I'm communicating with a higher self. I'm communicating with a higher force. And while you're singing that song, while that person is singing that song, while 20,000 people are singing the same song, don't you think, or do you think I'll ever find myself in a position where I say, I'm out of strength. I'm out of the tenacity to carry on no matter what goes on. Because that's prayer too. These are people praying for me too. Because whatever it is that I sing, whatever it is I usher, whatever it is that I do is prayer. So when people resonate with it, that's prayer back and forth. Nice. You empower, the same empowerment you send through comes back to you. What goes around comes back around.
Man, honestly, I am wowed, and I'm so happy to have had the privilege for you to share that with me, because it's deep, yo. And any of you watching or listening and you're like, oh, I don't understand Shona, or I don't know what handipere power means. Of course, power is the English word, but handipere means like, I will not lose it. So I will not lose power.
You just said it well. I will not lose it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I
won't run out of strength.
Yeah, I will not run out of strength. Yo, like honestly.
We'll be right back.
Do you want to know what it's like to live in a Velda Estates gated community? Well, imagine this. You drive home from work and the security guard greets you with a smile. He knows you. It's after dark, but the tarred streets are brightly lit by solar streetlights and your neighbors are out enjoying an evening walk. As you pull up to your home, you notice the bins have been collected. That's taken care of every week by the Velda Estates Homeowners Association. This is your home that you built for yourself. A stand for just $25,000 and a house for just $50,000. Inside, the kids have showered and are doing their homework. Water is never a problem here, but you realize that you forgot bread for their lunch. But then you smile, because the shops are just outside the community fence, because Velda Estates made sure that all conveniences are close by. This is the lifestyle at Velda Estates, the season sponsors of With Nyasha Michelle. You can reach them on Facebook or via the numbers on your screen.
Now, back to the show.
When you were talking, before you mentioned some of the stories in the Bible, right? When you were talking about music, do you know who I was thinking of?
Yeah.
David. I was thinking of David because David used music and it was very, very powerful. I think in the Bible with David and in the book of Psalms is where we realize the power of prayer, the power of worship, the power of music, right? And then, of course, the story between him and the previous king. So I wanted to then ask you, with everything that you're saying, and you've mentioned a higher power, do you have a faith? Do you have a belief? And is there anything that you want to share about that and why that has been pivotal in your life?
Yes, I believe in God.
Yeah.
Jehovah God.
Yeah.
Yeah. El Shaddai. I believe in God and I'm a prayerful individual. It's important because trust me, we were not here by coincidence. The Creator, just like how we create music, curated everything to be what it is. And somehow we have to follow a certain protocol and a procedure that feeds back and forth.
Yeah.
So that you feed the soul, you feed the spirit, you feed the physicality. The balance is to be struck. I believe in God, and God has done a lot of great things in my life. Some things I don't deserve that I have right now. You know, I still get to stages where I ask myself, yo, how quick?
Yeah.
You know, life could have been worse. I'm from Mbare, you know, grew up.
Mbare?
Yeah, born and bred.
I did not know.
Yeah, born and bred in Mbare. Grew the hard way. Lived life the hard way. I've lived old dimensions, old paradigms, I guess, and there's so many to come. But I have the essence, the basics. I have the basics, and it's through the grace of God that I made it. I'm here sitting with you, conversing today, Michelle.
Yeah.
It could be somebody else.
Yeah, and we're here talking about your music and the impact that it's been making, not just in Zimbabwe, but beyond that. And you mentioned that you were born and raised in Mbare. Mbare is like, it's where people, you're made. It's the trenches.
It's the root. It's the root of all greatness.
Yeah. It's very funny because, like, I think about, for example, I did a season, previous season, all in South Africa. And we had to do the finale in Soweto.
Exactly.
Because Soweto, the amount of creatives and talented individuals and celebs who've come out of Soweto is wild. But when you go to South Africa, sometimes people say to you, no, stay away from Soweto.
So maybe we have another episode hanging where we have to do it in Mbare.
I think we do.
Yes.
I would love to show, because what I want is for this podcast to not just be, we will celebrate Zimbabwe, but I want us to really be able to bring in other people who don't know of Zimbabwe. They don't know the country, they don't know the culture, they don't know the cities, they don't know the places that we're talking about. So taking them there and seeing it through the eyes of someone like yourself who was born and raised there and still, pays homage to where...
Take you to my grandparents' house where I grew up.
You know what, guys?
My mom's
Watch
place.
out for that.
Yeah.
Watch out for that, because we have to do that. That's like such an exciting thing, because even for me, I never really went to places like Mbare when I was growing up. So what was it like for you growing up there?
The nicest you could, it's like you're asking someone how is it to grow up in Soweto. Mbare is like, for me, the hub of greatness. So many great things have happened. So many great men are raised out of those trenches.
Yeah.
Footballers, musicians, you name it, engineers, anything you want. I feel like, I don't know, people would shoot me for this, but I feel like there's a certain level of favor that follows people who grow up in Mbare.
I agree with that. And one of the reasons is it kind of aligns with what I said about Soweto. I know they're different, but I'm putting them kind of in the same picture. Because, for example, certain people would think, let's say if you're from America, maybe you might think about Compton, right? You might think about Compton. If you're from London, where would you think? I don't know. But like there's some places where, actually, fun fact about me, I don't really talk a lot about like my childhood or whatever. But like when I moved to the UK, I moved to a place called Deptford. Yeah. This is me like real young, whatever, doing my thing. And then I went to college. Yeah. I moved there like, I don't know, like really young, like 12, 13, whatever. And then I went to college now. Yeah. And mind you, I've always said this, I'm a bit of a nerd. So I was the good girl, blah, blah, blah. So I go to college and people are like, oh yeah, where are you from? And then I was like, I'm from Deptford. People are like, oh, you're from ghetto. They call it ghetto. And I was like, they're like, no, you're not from ghetto. I never see you around. And I'm like, listen, I am that one child that goes to school, comes back, doesn't go and do anything else like that. But places like that, be it in the UK, in South Africa, Zimbabwe, there's a lot of talent that comes out. There's a lot of grit. There's a lot of hustlers that come from there. Now you're from there. You've achieved this global success. What do you think about Mbare? Like, is there any aspect of growing up in a place that, ain't that easy, that prepares you for life outside when you're older as well?
Yeah, definitely. Whatever it is that we go through somehow is preparing us for what we're supposed to become, or it's indicating to us who we're supposed to be. Yeah. James Allen said, circumstance doesn't make a man, but it reveals him to himself.
Hey, you're just dropping gems.
So yeah.
First it was the alignment, then passion comes, and then that.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So, the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. So you have to see, why are you in this situation? What does it mean? You need to decipher what it means. Ultimately, it has to lead to something great.
Yeah. And so like in terms of leading to something great, you mentioned earlier that your mom used to sing to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when did you get to the, and then also you realized, like when I sing at school, people like, they like it. They go to it. So when did you then move from, okay, I'm going to leave the telecom stuff. I'm going to leave the accounting stuff and I'm actually going to fully pursue music. And how was that journey? And please answer this to me. Yeah. As a person who I am, who knows nothing about the Zim music scene, I am keen to find out how people like yourself, what you've gone through in order for you to get to this space. Because a Zim music scene, I'm loving where it's going. It's amazing. You definitely are one of the people who I know I will give homage to say, y'all have paved the way for a lot of people, right? But what was it like getting into the music scene?
Difficult.
Yeah.
Difficult. The music scene is one of the most difficult, if you ask me. You see, with the way things are, even economically, we are not so strong. It's hard for us artists in indies to support the craft. You have to move and shake a lot of things. I know some of my guys going to work right now.
Yeah.
But they're musicians.
Yeah.
They want to support their musical hustle. But then that's just another part of the process, a small part. The bigger part is how you make a mark. In a scene like this, it's so difficult to make a mark. When I was doing this, its inception, it was difficult for me because I was that kid was singing in English. All of my songs were in English. Not that I didn't know Shona, but I was comfortable expressing myself English, and the scene wasn't used to that. And so, no, like I faced resistance for 3 years, 4 years maximum. I could have, just given up. Yeah, it was enough for me to give up. The resistance was enough for me to give up. But then when you purpose, like I told you, I would say I was favored. You have to discover yourself in the process quickly so that you decide whether you carry on or you don't. Whether you're made for this or you're not made for this. I had to fully search deep within and see what is it that makes me tick? What is it that makes me lose sleep? What is it that I can go hungry for? What is it that I can still do and I feel like I have everything I want? What is it that feeds my spirit and my bones and my flesh even when I ain't consuming things physical? And it was music. And I knew that I was born to deliver music. I was born to deliver lyrics. I was born to deliver a message somehow through the medium music. I was born to use the sonics to make a change.
We'll be right back.
If you're part of the Zimbabwean community or send money anywhere in Africa, this one's for you. Today's episode is sponsored by TapTapSend, a fast, secure, and convenient way to send money to family and friends back home. No stress, no hidden fees, just your money getting where it needs to go. And here's the best part. If you're a new user, you get £20 free on your first transfer using my code Munyasha. If you've been meaning to find a better way to send money, now's the perfect time. Download TapTapSend, don't forget to use my code Munyasha and claim your free £20 bonus. The link is in the show notes. Now back to the show.
Now, back to the show.
What is one experience that you had, a negative one?
Negative
that
one?
Really was a challenge, almost took you out or whatever, but then you were like, all right, cool, I'm gonna keep going. But one that you really was just like, you were just like, this is
a lot. We speak about the positives a lot and we don't speak about the negatives a lot. But wherever there's light, darkness is present. Went through a lot of things. Some of the things I cannot talk about now, but all kind of difficulties that things that were enough to take me out of course, I face rejection, betrayal, sabotage. Like, trust me, I spent 2 years going to the studio, I didn't record a single song.
Why?
Yeah. And my mom was giving me transport money every single day of those 2 years. And I would go out, I would come back, nothing. I would go out, I would come back, nothing for strong 2 years. And I held it down. I kept my faith. These guys were just telling me, no record that tomorrow. You record tomorrow. You record tomorrow. You record tomorrow. Even songs from the Mustard Seed.
Really?
We go back to 2016, 2017. I couldn't just find an opportunity to say I'm sitting down, I want to record my album. It was, hustling. I would hustle to record some of my songs. Hustle for that time, for that opportunity. Hustle for that moment where one of my guys is just free and I say, yo bro, can we just record this song? I want to release my album soon. And that would never happen 2017, that would never happen 2018, that would never happen 2019, 2020. Finally released my first album 2021.
Wow. What a journey.
Yeah. Sleepless nights in the studio.
Yeah.
Moving on foot from Mbare to wherever. I remember we used to do Mbare Town, Mbare Wadzana, Mbare Glenview, Mbare Cranbourne,
And these are like, are you jumping onto the combis?
No. On foot.
You're walking.
Yeah, walking.
Hey.
Yeah.
That is dedication.
No
guys.
food, no nothing. Hungry but determined.
Yeah.
And going.
Yeah. But did you believe that the Zim music scene is going to repay you? Because like you said, it hasn't developed. Even Zim music scene has been around for a long time. So let's not try act like it hasn't been there.
For the longest time,
It's been around for a long time.
And it doesn't fully reward so many people, truthfully speaking.
Why do you think that is, from your perspective as an artist who's in that world? Because it surprises me. We've got such greats like Oliver Mtukudzi, Thomas Mapfumo, who came way back. Those are like our parents' generation, right? And then there's people like yourself and Nana Jai and Anawinki and all this stuff. And then you've got also the new generation also coming. This is not a new industry. Why do you think the Zim industry is still hasn't developed yet?
You want me to be honest?
Very.
They say, what I hear from a lot of people is that we don't have an infrastructure, we don't have an industry, we don't have that. But if you ask me what that means, infrastructure is mindset first.
Okay.
So before we have an infrastructure, the mindset behind what are we before we build? What are we seeing before we build? What do we see and what are we doing to align with what we see? That's where the problem is. Whoever is out there, whoever is responsible for whatever it is that has to push Zimbabwean music forward so that it becomes a profitable structure.
Yeah.
Probably is not doing what they're supposed to do.
Okay.
That's us collectively.
Yeah.
That's us collectively. You are powerful in your lane and you have something to contribute onto the entertainment. I can mention so many people in the UK. I can mention so many people in the South African music industry. All of these people are Zimbabwean. They're edifying other industries. And ours is still at this stage that we're in. What is everyone doing to better this that we say we do not have? Who is the promoters, the artists, the producers, the stakeholders themselves, the consumers? We all have a part to play in this music. You see, find up to date. We like everything foreign. We like everything foreign. Anyone, everything foreign is brilliant in here, which is cool. Why do we complain that ours is not working when we cannot equate the love?
Wow.
Who consumes Amapiano the most?
Oh my gosh. Zimbabwean.
Trust me.
Zimbabweans.
Trust me.
Yeah.
I would just ask someone to just replicate the same love that maybe it can be better for us. That's the question you asked me. How do we better this?
Yeah.
We just need to do what is necessary. The same love we give the other things that we love is the same love we need to give to our own, or even extra.
You know, I can imagine there might be some people watching or listening that they're like, Nutty, me. If you look at my playlist, it's all Zim artists. If you look at where I've spent my money going to festivals.
It might be starting now.
Okay.
Because there is a curve now. There is a shift right now as we speak.
Yeah.
Like say there is a change. The Zim music scene now is getting interesting. There is shape. It's taking a certain direction. How many years did it take to reach to this point?
No, it took a while. It took a while. And if I can give you some feedback, right? This is actually just me sharing with you and feedback to any artists that are watching or listening to this. You are not part of this because I met you in UK, and when you came to UK, you were doing your thing. You go onto the shows, you do your interviews from a professional perspective, right? As a journalist, based in the diaspora. One of the things I would add to what you're saying, it has been holding back the Zim music scene, is the fact that a lot of artists do not like to do interviews when they go abroad. It is literally like I am chasing a rat, ne? Like a rat doesn't want to be caught, ne? Like you come, you're doing a show, you're like, okay, cool, do a press run, you know? Come to the this, come to the that, you know, the different podcasts, the different radio stations and stuff. And it's so difficult to get hold of them. And then me as the person, the media person who actually is like, hey, we're working together here. We see your craft. We see your excellence. We want to put you on here. We want to tell your story. We want to push the music, which you guys keep saying, hey, it needs to be pushed. This is the way to do it. But I feel like now I'm chasing you. And so that would be feedback that I would say I would add to that. Like, I don't know if anyone ever really speaks about that.
Well, I've heard it.
Outside.
I've heard it. I've seen it.
Yeah.
But you see, it still comes back to what I was telling you, the mindset. Why would one person, fully functional, a musician who aspires to touch the world, travel abroad to perform, only to perform and not do anything else that edifies some of these things and come back home?
Yeah.
This is the mindset I'm talking about. The industry that people are saying we don't have and the infrastructure we don't have will never be there if the mindset is dead in that manner, in that way.
Yeah.
How? Why would I not want to do a BBC radio interview? I want to promote.
Some people, okay, I'll answer. Some people have said, and I'll say it in Shona and then I'll translate it, Chirungu sha, which means English, man. Like, some people have said that for them, they're more comfortable conversing in English and in Shona. Some people have said that they are more comfortable conversing in Shona. Do you think? I don't even know why I'm even going to ask you this, because I feel like you're going to bring it back again to the mindset.
Yeah, it always goes
sets
back.
People back.
Yeah, because look, there are kids out there who deserve to be on that sport. And if you're not comfortable on that sport, leave that sport and let someone who can heal that sport. I feel like it's fair, because that's how we can only grow. We cannot hold on to the sport when.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it fair?
No, I think it is. I think it's fair.
Football. Football. If Lionel Messi is injured, or Lionel Messi cannot play 90 minutes, there is a Kylian Mbappe on the bench. 22-year-old Kylian Mbappe, talented, fit, capable, both legs, same power, equally skillful and eligible.
Yeah.
Let the kid play.
Wow.
If the team goes forward, if the team wins, we all win.
No, I like that. This is the very first time I've had a conversation like this with an artist in the industry. And I think if people ask me like, okay, yeah, Nyasha, what else are you trying to do, etc., that's definitely one of the things I want to push more of. If we are the spaces in which Zimbabwe music can be promoted, they're there already. I just would encourage artists to kind of take heed of what you've said and what I've also mentioned here. But we're not really focusing on that too much. what we want to go back to is your music. And actually, you've obviously like really tackled this whole mindset thing. That's very clear in what we've spoken about. It's very clear in your music. And we see it in some of the things that you've achieved, you know, being part of the Bob Marley project. Just tell me what that was, how that came about, and how you felt when it all happened, you know, and then even the aftermath as well.
You know, like I told you, all of these things, they kind of fulfill you. It was a fulfilling moment. Bob Marley, if the two biggest artists in the world, the history of music, it must be Michael Jackson or Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Or Bob Marley. If you ask me, Bob Marley is bigger because the concern that player One Love.
Yeah.
As player Zimbabwe. And this is a person who played a part in our independence.
He did.
Yeah, so having Bob Marley's vocals now in my studio and being given the privilege to do whatever I want to do with them and recreate using things that he has done, using his inspiration. I don't think I need any validation. If I am to tell you the truth. I'm going to go for more bigger things in life as a musician, but I think that was a pinnacle. That one type of pinnacle you cannot mess around with. Who doesn't want to be in Bob Marley's shoes? Who doesn't want to be associated with that kind of genius? So, you know, that was fulfilling. And shout out to Kelvin, Nana, the UK, and Taponeswa.
Yeah, of course.
Taponeswa for, you know, all these people.
We have to shout out Taponeswa. People might not know who she is, but Taponeswa.
Like Akaponeswa.
Yeah. Absolutely. Honestly, she has been very pivotal in pushing the Zim music scene.
Especially for me too.
Yeah.
Bigger part.
She is a major supporter for you. Even you being here, when she knew that I was coming to Zim to the Zim
Trust me, it was Tappy. It was Tappy. Tappy was, hey, you need to see Michelle.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
Yeah. Like, honestly, like Taponeswa is an incredible individual who, of course, she's at the helm of the Africa brand of Sony. But beyond that, I look at her beyond that. I look at her as like, you know, one who is from Zimbabwe, a child of the nation, who has, you know, God has gifted her with what she's achieved, and she's worked hard to get to where she is, especially as a woman. And she's not said, okay, I'm here, that's it. Like, she's now turned around and she literally put down the ladder, you know. And so, like, just shout out to you, Taponeswa. Shout out to you.
Shout out, Tappy.
We love you. We love you, honestly. And of course, you have, when we stick into the Bob Marley thing, would you ever consider redoing a Bob Marley song with Winky D in the future?
Again, because I was with Winky D on this one.
Yeah.
It was me and Winky D. Again, I would love to. I would love to any day, anytime. Because remember, this project, there was Rema in it, Skip Marley in it.
Yeah.
Tenny, Stone Boy.
Now you guys made us proud, man.
You know, so you just being part of that for me. These are cues. In my journey, I'm just looking at these as cues, as signs.
Yeah.
Signs that just telling me where I'm going.
Yeah.
You know, you have to see it along the way, along the journey. Say, signs will always come through. You have to see them, and they will give you the right affirmation that wherever you're going, you're gonna make it.
Okay. Now, in terms of inspiration, of course, have you ever heard a song that you're just like, yo, this song is just fire? I wish I was the one who either wrote it or that song was mine, or
so many songs.
Yeah.
So many songs. Burna Boy, Bank on It. All time favorite.
Okay.
Burna Boy, Bank on It. I just wish. Sometimes I feel like I was the one, you know. I feel, because that's so me, you know. Yeah, Burna Boy, Bank on It. Wycliffe, Gene Wycliffe featuring Lil Wayne and Akon.
Oh.
I'm gonna tell you, eternity, cash shoes, everything. around me. You remember that song?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a long time song. There's a song, R&B song. Okay, Boys to Men, Water Runs Dry.
I don't know that one.
Oh yeah.
Maybe if you sing it. If you sing it.
Let me check my focus.
Okay.
We don't even talk anymore. You know that song?
I do.
Yeah. We don't even know what we argue about. We don't even say I love you no more. Saying how we feel is no longer allowed. See, some people will work things out and some just don't know. Yeah.
Oh.
Let's no way to the water runs dry. Yeah. Yeah. So like that. I wish I had wrote that song.
I grew up listening to that song.
Stand in the Rain.
Oh my gosh. I grew up listening to, I mean, when you mentioned Wycliffe Jean, grew up listening to Wycliffe, grew up listening to Boyz II Men. My memories right now are not of UK at all. All my memories when you mention these people are of Zim. You know, running around in the house and there is some type of music show on TV and those songs are playing. You know, man, if I had to choose one, I would choose Seal.
Seal, the famous Seal song.
What's the famous Seal song? People, you can be in the comments and say, Nyasha, how can you mention the person but you don't know
Kiss
the song?
from the...
What is it? That's it.
Yeah.
Kiss from the Rose.
Yeah.
Is it Kiss from the Rose or Kiss on the Rose? What is it again?
Yeah, I know it. I love that song too. Seal.
Seal. I remember being a kid sitting down and watching that video. And I was like, and you know, back
to me,
in the day.
it was a scary video. Remember there was Batman.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. But I was very fascinated by it. You know,
but I could relate as a child. I could relate with the emotion that he was channeling. I didn't understand the song then, but now I know the song was over. But then I could still feel like, yo, this guy. Yeah, there's some level of emotion in that song.
Yeah.
You remember I told you my mom, I was listening to a lot of R&B. I still listen to a lot of R&B, and I think it plays a bigger part in how even my vocal tone, my intonation, how I decide to, you know, attack my clarity, even though I'm dancehall, reggae and dancehall, then R&B and hip hop kind of influences everything that I do within that. So the fusion.
So what is one reggae and dancehall song that you wish you were the one who wrote?
Reggae and dancehall song?
Yeah.
Morgan Heritage, Life is So Unfair. Sanchez, Never Diss the Man.
Okay, that one I know.
You know that? I think some UB40 songs.
Oh.
Yeah.
UB40.
And yeah.
Legends.
Which one? There's this one I would say. Man, come on. I think Redemption songs.
Yeah.
Bob Marley.
Redemption song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That was a beautiful one. But I feel like all of Bob Marley's songs were very beautiful, and I can tell that, this is nothing new. Everybody knows, like, he was a deep man, you know, the things that he would say, the activism in his music, including the activism, for example, in Fela Kuti's music. That is something that I admire about the musicians back then. What do you think is our form of activism in this generation? What is as a musician, what is your form of activism?
I don't know if I would answer that correctly.
You can answer it however true it reigns to you.
I think it's because music being a weapon, right? Music being a tool that you can use rightfully or wrongfully to inspire or to, that is my ultimate form of activism. Whatever all the social ills, what I expect society to be, what I expect the world to be, whatever it is that is not balanced around, all of that, I put it in the music.
Okay. Sorry to cut you because you've excited me with that answer.
Yeah.
What is one thing in Zim not to do with what you've mentioned already? Like, of course, we've heard about your passion about the music industry and how it could improve, etc., etc. But what is one thing in Zim that you would want to address that could change, that could be better, or that you've already addressed in your music?
You know, I'm about empowerment. I'm about giving people intangible wealth in form of the wisdom, the right words, and just giving them the nuggets to maneuver life with wisdom and intelligence. I've always been telling the youth that edify, educe yourself, devote yourself to the pursuit of knowledge and wisdom, and that's the start. That is the start. When you can differentiate where you need to use knowledge and where you need to use wisdom, you're not gonna fail in life.
Love it.
Yeah. So intangible wealth in the sense that you give people power, you give people hope to go through the next day, you give people strength. You're a vessel of different levels of hope, and you tap into different levels, different paradigms where you give people imaginative strength so that they can, decipher it, take it down, use it whilst they're moving in their physical life.
Imaginative strength. I love that.
Yes, because strength, real strength is imaginative. That's why they would say imagination beats knowledge.
Okay.
You have to imagine things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Very, very interesting. And you know what? There are some artists as well that I know probably inspire you as well. So who is one Zimbabwean artist that you would tell our listeners, hey, you should listen to this person?
New generation or old school?
Any. But one who's still doing music now.
One who's still doing music right now.
Yeah.
That would tell people to listen to.
Yeah.
I think Takura, Zimbabwean artist, the name Takura. The Shona Prince. Yeah, I learn when I listen to Takura. That's for me, Takura.
I agree with you.
You have to listen to Takura. If you're a Zimbabwean and you want to listen to something that would just go beyond music, I will listen to Takura.
Yeah, definitely. Even if you're not Zimbabwean, like the way...
Even if you're not Zimbabwean, it's so easy.
Yeah.
He's easy on your ears. You don't have to be Zimbabwean to vibe to Takura's music.
Yeah. I would say Takura for me as a non-musician has a level of excellence in his music that I'm just like, like the creativity and then something. It's just so sweet to listen to his music. But anyways, you guys all are just like very inspiring. You've definitely like inspired a bunch of us, and I've really appreciated hearing your story as well, how you were raised in Mbare and you've come to be this man. I'm very excited to see what is next for you. So before we move to the next segment, really, really quick, just tell us like what's in the future for you. Bearing in mind, this will come out in 2026. So what are we going to be seeing in 2026?
Oh, this is coming out in 2026?
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe let me speak like I'm in 2026.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
We teleport into the future now.
Yeah. Love that. We're keeping that in. Let's teleport.
So yeah, maybe you're watching this is 2026. I'm here with Michelle. We chilled, and probably by now my album is out. Y'all going crazy out there with the album. I know your favorite songs already, and this is the time I was creating these songs, and this is the time I also predicted that 2026 was going to be a bigger year than it was going to be. 2027 is going to be crazier.
Ash,
watch out.
I love that. I love. That's the way that I think we should always have like a positive outlook on
and
things.
Yes, go stream the album. The album is out now.
Always go stream any of his other songs. Like I said, if you've never heard of Handipere Power, go listen to it. But when you listen to it, do me one favor, ne? make sure you have very good speakers, radio, headphones, AirPods, whatever it is, because when it just drops, I'm literally hearing it now. I wish we didn't have copyright, like, YouTube, I can't like mess up the copyright, So if I could, I would have played the song. So wait until this episode is finished and then go listen to Handi Perebawa. Okay, now let's head over to Pass the Mic. We have a segment where a previous guest leaves a question for the next guest.
Mm-hmm.
You have the pleasure of answering a question from the one and only King Kandoro.
Oh, geez. That's my G.
That is your G.
I actually respect Kandoro.
Yeah?
Big up Kandoro.
I'm going to pass that on. But anyways, he's your G. You can tell him. His question to you is, where in the... I'm going to start. It's kind of two-part. He says, where in the world or in Zim do you feel most at home and why? But I'm going to start with, where in the world first do you feel most at home? And then... Zim, tell me, where do you feel the most at home in Zimbabwe?
So 2 questions.
Yeah.
I think the UK.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah. The UK is my prime ground. When I'm in the UK, I'm good. I feel like I'm home.
Yeah.
I resonate with everyone. I have my Trinis there. My friends from Trini. I have my Jamaican. My yard is there. I have my Zimbabwean people there. I have my Nigerians there. Then I feel like it's a ground where crafty individuals align.
Yeah.
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 It's a ground where all those who were curated to be crafty,
they'll come together.
They'll come together. So you understand each other.
Yeah.
There's no, you feel like at home.
Yeah.
I like it when I'm in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah. I foresee myself
moving.
Well, I will not move, but I'll operate like a resident.
Yeah. Do it. Get a UK wife.
Yeah. UK wife?
Get a UK wife.
What if I is there another way around it with the music?
No, I didn't mean get a UK wife in order for you to bypass the.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but I'm saying
that is a way too. I mean, it just makes the process a lot quicker. But that's not what I was saying. I was just saying, it gives you even more, because UK is such a melting pot, right? It's such a melting pot, and a lot of people, they've got different experiences.
It's a diverse ground.
It's very diverse. She can still be Zimbabwean.
Nah, what if I want something different? Something from
From where?
Yo, why not the Caribbean or something?
Okay.
Yeah, or Central Africa, West Africa. Like, look, UK is a diverse ground.
It is.
Trust me, I love it in the UK.
Yeah, no, you're welcome to have. Okay, I approve. She can be from anywhere. As long as she knows how to, enjoy and appreciate the culture and the music, we're happy, man. We are happy. Okay, now you get to pass the mic to the next guest.
The next guest?
Yeah.
What question I asked them?
Yeah.
All right. I think the next guest, just ask them, what have they done that is absolutely new?
Ooh.
On this earth that is new. Yeah.
Hey, you really want people to start racking their brain? Because me, I'll be thinking, because they say there's nothing new under the sun, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, but then you also know that in the Bible it will say that we can do more and greater than.
That is true.
So
okay,
there can always be something new. Okay. So to the next guest, what is it that is new? Something new that is absolutely new that you have done on this earth.
Wow. Okay. I love that question. And it's actually making me think of what I would answer. I'll have a think. And when I figure it out, I might send you a quick text. But for those of you, put in the comment, what is one thing that is absolutely new on this earth that you have done. Nutty O, thanks so much for spending the time to talk to me and to share your wisdom. I can't let you go without us talking about the song that is like, it's flooding our TikToks. You know, the people are dancing to it. They're enjoying it. They're vibing to it. Tell me about Too Much. Tell me about the inspiration behind it. But tell me how you feel when your workmanship is doing so well and people are vibing to it.
Yeah, I feel great, but the different levels of great. On this specific project, Too Much for me, I feel differently great because it surpassed what I had foresaw for myself.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna do like this. I never had a song that really, really did that. Apart from Andy Petty Power and Safe, Too Much has gone past those levels tenfold.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking over 200 million, 200,000. I think 140 million videos on TikTok right now.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
And it's going to be growing.
Yeah. I think I was getting the stats just recently. I have reels that had 3 million. I have, I hit my first 4 million views on YouTube in 4 months. It's like it's doing a meal every, I hit my quickest million on Spotify. I hit my quickest million on Apple Music. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So this was different for me. I didn't expect this. The impact. Small kids to the elderly.
Yeah.
They singing word for word. I go to primary schools, I perform these songs. Sometimes I even wonder where these kids hear these songs from.
Yeah.
So yeah, when music is like this now, I thank God. I feel like I am now, I would safely say now, today, I'm rightfully in the right direction. What I really want to happen is going to happen soon, in the next coming days.
Yeah.
Yes, trust me.
Honestly, congrats on that and the success of it. And just really quick, I want you to just tell us, you've mentioned how successful the song has been, including on TikTok. What for you makes a song that is successful beyond just people listening to it, but also on platforms that are quite pivotal, like social media platforms like TikTok?
I think it's how the song was curated. The science behind creating not just a hit song, the science behind creating, what would I say, a timeless body of work. It's the lyrics, it's the sonics, it's the choice of lyrics, the sound, and the timing. Yeah, we're in a Gen Z era. You have to understand what these guys want, or else you'll be left behind. In a Gen Z era, you have to understand the sonics they resonate to. And that's what I did with Too Much. The wording, the topic too. Who doesn't want to glorify their better half?
Yeah.
Exactly. And which better half doesn't want to be told that they're too much? You get what I mean?
Yeah, we all do. We all
want to. And by the way,
be...
you look great. Why we learn that? You look great.
Thank you. You just reminded me. Okay, guys, I must tell you that my outfit is all inspired by Nutty O. Because when I was like choosing my outfits, I was like, there is no way I'm going to be in front of. Remember what I said at the beginning, right? That, he's a pioneer in the music and the culture, but also for me, like your fashion. You know what I mean? Like you're a stylish person to me. So I was like, what am I going to wear to make sure that, I'm on the same level?
No, thank you. No, you the first line of the song is the Tangana Mutindaka designer. Yes.
And look at this, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You approve? I appreciate it. If you're a musician listening or watching, I hope you've been taking notes on how to make the next biggest hit. Of course, I am not a musician, but I believe you should make the music for the passion, for the people, not for the sake of getting like the clicks and stuff. But hey, it always pays to also, get a song that lots of people are singing to and dancing to. So Go ahead and do that. You heard it from one of the masters. And before I let you go now, now we have to do something that I've decided to do throughout this whole season. There is a phrase that became quite synonymous on social media, but for the wrong reasons, which is it's giving Zimbabwe. There would be that, hey, it's giving Zimbabwe, and then this, what you would see would be like, negative, bad, whatever. And what I've tried to do is I've hijacked that statement, and I am going to ensure that us as Zimbabweans are the ones who really change the narrative, and we tell people what Zimbabwe really truly is, particularly thinking of those who've never been to Zim or who don't know much about that country. So, Nutty O, your It's Giving Zimbabwe question is, what's something about Zimbabwean culture that you think doesn't get enough credit or visibility globally?
That's a tough one. Yo.
The way you're taking a while, now people must be thinking, does Zimbabwe not have a lot?
Well, Zimbabwe might have a lot, but then I might not have a lot.
Okay, thanks for your honesty. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I might not have a lot. And I'm just trying to pick which one. Oh, well, just like, I also feel like just like how Ghana jollof, Nigeria jollof, like
right.
how they have their little war, but it's based on their on food, their food that is their ethnic type of food from their region that they like the most or that they eat the most. We also have a wide range of good, organic, nutritious stuff that the world is yet to discover. Yeah. Trust me. I think that's what I would say that I feel like the world doesn't really appreciate about Zim. We have a wide range of those truly, truly organic. Fully required by, something that the world needs that they don't know they need. Okay. We have it here. And it's in the form of our organic food.
What's one food item that you would put in that category? Munyeve. I've heard about munyeve. What is it? I don't know what it is. I know.
So, kune munyeve.
Yeah.
Kune wamburu amajuru. Termite.
Of course.
Right?
Of course, termites, yeah.
Madura.
Oh no, me, I won't do Madura. I was in the salon the other day, and I literally have a video of this man came into the salon, and this is a salon like with these rows and rows of people, and the guy had like a big, massive bowl of Madura. I just said, okay, I'll just film, but I will not eat. How do they taste?
That's my favorite.
Seriously?
Yeah.
How do they taste?
If I tell you that's my favorite, you must know. I don't know.
They taste good.
Well, you should taste wise. You see the music that I make, the music that I like, and if I like Madura, you know.
Okay. If you listen to Nutty O's music, that beautiful taste you hear is what Madura is. Exactly. But then how do we say Madura in English?
Mopani worms.
What?
Mopani worms.
Okay, there you go. It's worms, guys. But they are still nice. They're a delicacy. They're a delicacy that people still eat. Maybe before the end of this trip, if we go to Mbare. Okay, let me make a deal with you. If me and you go to Mbare, I will try them.
I'll call my mom.
Oh, your mom makes them?
Yeah.
Where do people get them? Where do they source them?
Mbare.
Okay.
Masika. Do you know the big market?
Yeah. But I listen.
Have you been there before?
Perfect question. I literally have walked through it, and that was only once.
I think you should buy a few things in parts and just carry it. Go with it to the UK.
Guess what? Me and you, that's what we're going to go and do.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do
it.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Nutty O, I have thoroughly enjoyed this conversation with you. I hope you have as well.
I enjoyed, thanks also for facilitating the nuggets. You also say things that, provoked the other things that I said, the other nice things that I said. So kudos to you. I had different interviews. This one I enjoy it.
Oh, thanks. No, man, I'm happy to hear that.
We do one. We still have one to do in Mbare.
Yep.
I don't know when that is. We still have one to do in the UK.
Exactly. That's what I say. You're now a friend of the show. Come through whenever. Mbare, we're coming to you. UK, we're going to come to you as well next. I am Nyasha Michelle, and I've been joined by the one and only ability extension, Nutty O, here in Harare, Zimbabwe for season 4, the Zim special of With Nyasha Michelle podcast. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to know more of Nutty O's music, if you want to listen to it, if you also want to keep up with his life on the socials, just follow him at Nutty O, right?
ABX.
Oh yeah, ABX, that's it.
ABX _ Nutty O.
There we go.
Anything ABX Nutty O.
ABX. See? Staying on brand. Figure out what your brand is and stick to it. Anyways, I've been Nyasha Michelle. Make sure that you like, follow, and subscribe to the podcast. And also you can find me on my socials at Nyasha Michelle _. Until next time, guys. See you later.